Activison presents a smashing blast from the past.
Yep.
Developed by Vicarious.
Yeah, we heard all this before. What we didn't hear though was me. Hey guys, and welcome to the start of the Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back walkthrough, playthrough, whatever you want to call it, on the Golfing Gamer. And before I go into anything more, let's just skip straight to the good bit.
Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! Dad! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
No, enough of new triangles for the infantry. It's actually quite a useful menu after all. Anyway, I haven't got much time to say much here before we get to the warp room, so I'm just going to say the reason I am here, I'm going to be your guide to the obscurity you're going to be seeing for the next few weeks or so. I'm going to explain what I'm doing in the game, some of my editing choices, as well as give my opinions on what I think about this game and the upcoming Reignited Trilogy for Spyro. Anyway, I'll speak to you after the next cutscenes.
Well, if it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Okay, so if anyone that's never played this game before, the primary objective of this game is to gather the crystals, 25 in total, 5 per warp room. However, you may have noticed, next to each portal you got the crystal outline, but there's also the other, sometimes 1, sometimes 2 outlines, which are gems, which are a secondary objective, but crucial to get 100% in this game. So to do that we are going to be gathering all 25 crystals and I believe all 42 gems, and then also brought into this version of the game are time relics, so we've got those to look forward to once more. And I'm actually just going to have to explain this like I didn't play through the first game, which didn't have crystals, did actually have gems and relics, so if you've been following the series you're probably already aware of that. Anyway, I was going to talk to you about why I am doing this. So, you may have heard this a couple of 1,000 times for the last few months, but like with Crash and the N Sane Trilogy, Spyro the Dragon's getting his own remastered trilogy, the Reignited Trilogy. And I figured in preparation for that I would play through the N Sane Trilogy, for me again, but first time recording it and putting it on my channel to share with you. So I'm going to be doing that for each month leading up to it. So this is, well, you know by now, it's coming out in August. Let's try that again. Okay, so I played the played Crash Bandicoot, original Crash Bandicoot game in the N Sane Trilogy last month, July. This month you're getting Crash Bandicoot 2 in August, and then next month you'll be getting Crash Bandicoot Warped. And as you may know, Spyro... Actually, sorry, I was going to talk about this quickly. It may look like we just jumped back in time there, but actually I had to kill myself there, I had to kill Crash to actually do that jump again, because if you don't get on the back of the ostriches you can't actually get up there. So that was one of the many cuts you'll see throughout this playthrough. Whenever I make a mistake or whether I die, there'll be a cut, so you'd have to watch the same thing again and again. Just brings the duration of these videos down, so you're not watching this for an hour every time. Every time, that's what that's about. So what was I? Oh yeah, Reignited Trilogy comes out on 21st September, and I'm going to try to get the first Spyro game out as close as I can to that date. So I might be able to get it out on the first day, 21st September, but depends if it actually arrives or not in time. So you'll be probably getting 2 walkthroughs that month, because I could probably finish that one before the end of the month. In which case you'll be getting Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, or as it's known where I'm from, Europe, Gateway to Glimmer. You'll be getting that probably in October, and then Spyro the Dragon will be coming in November. So yeah, that's the plan. Whether or not I can stick to it. I mean, I've already fallen behind a little bit. I was really going to put this video out on the 1st of August, but then because I'm possibly a little OCD, I didn't want it to come out on a Wednesday. So I decided to bring it out the following Monday, but then some technical hitches meant I couldn't even do that, and also I hadn't recorded this audio by then, so there you are getting this originally. A bit later than intended, but hopefully everything's been sorted out. I haven't even been able to do any thumbnails yet for this series, because the program I use for some reason won't actually let me in. This website keeps coming up with an error, so I may or may not have that done by the time this comes out, but if not, that's also the reason for why I haven't got a thumbnail for each video. There we go, I got the box gem for this level and the crystal. All in all, that's a pretty good start. That's a little Crash dance there.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
I do find it funny how Coco's projection seems to be a lot stronger than Cortex's, even though the idea in the original game was that she was struggling to break through. But anyway, yeah, so as I was saying before, that nice little Crash dance there. I'm going to try and get one of those in per video and not do it every time he comes out of the portal. And some of you may be wondering now, why have I re-entered Turtle Woods? Didn't you already complete this level? And you'd be right, I did. I got the crystal and I got the box gem. But you may have noticed the third outline on the wall there, looking a little bit bluer than the other gem, and that's because this is where we get the blue gem. And that is also the reason why I'm not breaking any boxes, because that's what you have to do to get it. You have to go through the level without breaking any boxes. That includes checkpoints, so you've got to do it in one clean run. Yeah, so anyway, it's good practice for the relics we've got coming up, although I'm not going particularly quickly still. And you may notice in a minute, yeah, there we go. This is the biggest challenge to the level, trying to get through these without bouncing on one of those. And I honestly thought when I was playing this, when I was recording this, I actually bounced on the box on the left. Got to figure out to get all those pits as well, because if I want to get a gold or a platinum relic later on, I'm going to have to try and get across these without falling in them, otherwise it's probably going to be sapphire all the way. I say that because I've recorded most of the main game, getting crystals and gems. I've recorded most of that already. At this point in time, I've still got to complete Warp Room 5, but I've done the rest of it, and just got the relics to go after that as well. So, yeah, hopefully there won't be any hitches in actually getting all this out in time. Now, there we go, got the blue gem.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Okay, so as it turns out we're in the middle of something here. Some sort of feud between Cortex and Brio. Both of them trying to stop us. Sorry, that's a spoiler, isn't it? But I'm hoping most people that watch this have played through the original game, or at least played through this, or seen it before, since it's been out for over a year now. Yeah, so going to be collecting crystals and gems. I'm not entirely sure who to trust if you're in Crash's shoes. But it's nice to be able to clear out. There are actually 42 gems in this game. Good to know. And what I think is good about this game is they got the voice actors they've been using in recent years for the not as good games as the original 3. They got the voice actors from those games to reprise their roles for the N Sane Trilogy. And yeah, they're really doing the parts justice now. I wasn't sure they were so much. They sounded like who they're supposed to sound like, but they weren't acting like it. But you know, they did their job, and that's a lot of what they had. So it turned to a criticism of the Crash Bandicoot games. Never mind. It's also worth noting now, I'm not going to continuously talk throughout this. I will pipe in later episodes with they know what I'm doing and why I've cut this bit out here and left this in. So it's not going to be continuous throughout, but although I'll probably feel obliged to do that. First bonus room though, and I really do not like the ice physics in this game. You can go from not moving at all to suddenly just shooting across, and you'll see in later episodes how that does play havoc with my gameplay. Also, I'm not the best in the world at playing this game. Nowhere near that standard.
What have we got?
Trying to head backwards and get the nitro crate, otherwise you'll be short several boxes at the end. So if anyone's wondering how you do destroy the nitro crates, because if you touch them you blow up. That's how. Also, don't forget the exclamation mark box which you just saw above that jump box there. Otherwise again you're missing a few boxes at the end. It's funny how Cortex makes no mention of the fact we're gathering gems as well as crystals. I mean, Bria seems to know that we're gathering both crystals and gems, but for some reason he doesn't. Weird. Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. I sped that Crash dance up because it was, as I was recording, I decided I'm not going to just have him do that every time he comes out of a portal. So for some reason I sped that one up, and I suppose just to avoid cutting it out. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Probably also worth noting that I recorded this a while ago from when I'm actually doing the audio, the commentary over the top. So some of this might be a bit of a surprise to me as well. You see that timer bottom right? If you get to the end of the level before that timer runs out, you get an extra gem for that. I'm not going to be collecting that right now, I'm going to be focusing on getting the crystal and the box gem. I'll come back to that momentarily. Also, the red gem in Snogo, you can't collect that until a later level, and also later episode in the walkthrough. Ah yes, the blue gem platform. As I'm recording this, I can't actually remember. Oh, I guess there are boxes down here, but I mean, I can't remember if this returns us to where we were, or if we leave the level after this. I can't remember. We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out together. And jumps like that across the water, I get really nervous. Even though I can just, cut it out, but or take too long to make it over there, I can cut it out. I still get nervous every time I approach something like that. As you can see I'm doing right now, get that exclamation mark box and come straight back to these boxes. Doesn't activate anything else, just activates these. Nice jump. Get all the nitro boxes once more. Good to know if there were any in the main level, which I should really remember, that they are now gone. See, 3 levels in, it's all going rather swimmingly so far. Don't worry, it gets harder.
Three crystals, not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
That's supposed to be a pun there. Hang of it. Hang of it. Hang 8. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, so now going back for the other gem. Also, you've seen from repeating level already, the clock there activates the time trial, which we were doing a bit later on in the walkthrough. I keep changing my mind on whether it's a walkthrough or a playthrough. I think I'm going to walkthrough because I am 100%ing this, so that'll be a walkthrough. But you know, you put Let's Play in the title, you get a few more views for that. And here we go, the race is on. Question is, can I make it? So it'd be a lot faster if I just went in a straight line there. I could just do a slide jump across to that hippo. Also worth noting that when you do the time trial yourself, you can just go in a straight line there. Go as the crow flies. But, as Dingo Dye would say, no worries. Although more Australian accent, I've got no idea what that was. There we are, it's another gem collected, another challenge completed. So far, so good. And look, I skipped the dances now as well. Now this level provides a different challenge, because this provides us with our first fork in the road, which we'll be coming across a bit later in the level, which, best way I found to deal with it, you'll see, is to go down the right hand side first, I think, or was it the left? We'll find out again. At the time when I record this, I knew what I was doing, the gameplay that is. I seem to have no clue now. There we go. Yeah, I go right. Okay. This also helps I clear everything out, although I decided to leave that turtle for some reason. That was close. So I took the hit anyway, though. Brilliant. Watching this battle out now, going like, oh, what were you doing, you idiot? As you can see there, we have to come back because those boxes aren't filled in. And the only way to do so is to get the exclamation mark box on the other side. Don't worry, even though I walk quite slowly, I'm not going to let you suffer through that, so I've sped it up a bit for you. Look at him go. This is what the crystal is. Exclamation mark box is there. Yeah, it's a bit too hard to get back, so that's why I sped the footage up here a bit. So you can see the other route, should you choose to go that way instead. Although I probably wouldn't recommend it, because you've got the checkpoint there, so you can actually just, you know, if you do die, you can go from there. And there we go. And I'm going to let you suffer through that path again, so this is where I get the boxes. And we just carry on from here. There's a checkpoint just up here, so it's... yeah, there is. That's why it's wise to do it the way I did. Still can't clear the pits that this level is named after. But, you know, if you know what you're doing, it doesn't take too long. Ah, first one of these boxes. You may have seen the hint at the beginning of this level, but you have to body slam these, so you jump and you press X. No, X is jump. You press circle in the air to do the body slam to destroy those. Then what you do to slide. What you need to do is get rid of those boxes. As you also saw there, do not get rid of those bouncy crates, so otherwise you can't get back to the box up there once you've activated. Once you've filled them in with boxes as well, not just box. There we go. Simple when you know how. Practicing my sliding there. No particular reason. I could at least try jumping at the end, try and get over the pit. Also didn't know the mushroom was going to spring up there. Hence why I didn't make it out on the first try. I should mention this earlier as well, but the turtles with spikes on their sides, you can only jump on them, you can't spin them. And the ones with the saw on their backs, I mean, should go without saying, but don't jump on them, just spin them. There we go, another crystal, another gem. Only one more of each to go in this warp room, and we get to face our first boss. For this level and the boss, we're going to get a little bit of nostalgia from the previous game, because this level is a boulder level. Run, Crash, run. Don't step on those mines, otherwise they don't kill you for some reason. You just go flying up in the air and then the boulder will kill you instead. Flatten you. Obviously avoid the electric gates. Again, should probably go without saying. Worry about that boulder crossing that bridge. It never does. I always say in this game it's not worth taking the risk to try and spin a box between two TNT crates unless you got an Aku Aku. That's why I didn't get the life there. Of course I should have earned enough Wumpa Fruit in this bonus room to get a life anyway. Be careful of those boost pads because sometimes they put something at the end of them. If you're not paying attention, you'll hit it. I took the gamble there of the boulder actually destroying the box and that counting, but it turns out in this game it does. I think in the original game it didn't count if the boulder took the box out, so you did have to hit all of them. But luckily that isn't the case in this game. Makes it a little bit easier. There we go, that's the 5th crystal and the 5th gem, but no, we've got about 8 of those I think at this point. Quite a lot. But now we can face our first boss. Just was a cutscene there, but I guess not. Yeah, unfortunately, unlike the original game, it gives away who the boss is, so, you know, here's Ripperoo, blast from the past. Original game, if you played it for the first time, it was just a huge surprise. You go on the platform in the middle of the warp room, you go up, and then you're just greeted by him. It's definitely much more a surprise than this game. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Avoid getting blown up by TNT, and then avoid getting blown up by the Nitro. How he can jump on it without killing himself is a mystery to me. Also not sure how a pogo stick can produce that much TNT and Nitro, or any TNT and Nitro, but there we are. Yeah, we're coming to the end of the first part of this walkthrough. So I think I'm going to say my goodbyes now, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, drop it a like down below, and if you have any feedback, please drop a comment. And I'm kind of going off piece now, or piece to begin with, but please subscribe to the channel as well if you don't want to miss out on the rest of this playthrough, whatever we're calling it. Until next time, I will see you soon.